Hi, good afternoon. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How about you?
I'm doing great. How are you feeling?
I'm doing great too.
That's great. Let's get started with the interview. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm a committed person, passionate about social development. I love contributing to positive change through initiatives that have a significant impact on the community. I stand out for my analytical and creative approach, seeking innovate solutions in every project.
Okay, that's great. Why are you interested in this position?
Well, during my time at university, I had the opportunity to work on consulting projects with local companies, especially in the human resources area, specializing in talent management and organizational behavior. I have always been intrigued by human behavior.
Okay, that's great. What do you think you can contribute to our organization?
I have experience in different types of companies, which has extended my perspective in this field. I am constantly learning, which allows me to adapt to the new human resources tools that are currently being applied.
That's great. So, speaking on that topic, what do you think are your greatest strengths?
Well, I consider myself as a leader. I am good at managing big groups. I have worked with for years on my empathy and assertive communication with others, and I thoroughly enjoy working in teams.
Okay, and what are some of your weaknesses or some of your not
Well,
as strong points?
that's a great question. I am very demanding on myself. On many occasions, this leads me to push myself too much. Even when I'm tired, to always give my best in the commitments and responsibilities I take on.
Okay, that's great. What do you think are going to be your greatest challenge in this position?
Well, I think as in every organization, starting to get to know and understand the organizational culture of the company is always a complicated step for anyone entering a new role. Understanding employee behavior, their interests and motivations is a challenging task.
Okay. So tell me about an accomplishment that you are particularly proud of.
Well, that's a good question. At university, I remembered I organized and participated in a social aid program where we train young people about leaving foster homes on all the preparation they need to apply for a job once they went out, from how to write a resume, verbal and nonverbal communication, common interview questions, to mock a interview even. When we finished the program with the first generation, I received a letter from one of the participants saying that everyone without him over the months was something he was now applying in his real life, and he was very grateful about it. So he is my greatest achievement.
That's great. Tell me about a time someone was critical about your work and how did you respond?
Well, the criticism I have received has usually been constructive. My academic coordinator once called me out on how I was organizing and leading one of the student groups. I wasn't, it wasn't the way she would have done it, and we disagreed. However, I took time to reflect on my actions and think about more efficient ways to work and reach agreements.
Okay. Describe a time when you were working with a team and tell me about what your role was on this specific group.
Well, when we work as consultants for a local company to improve its organizational climate, my role there was as an intermediary leader between the company and my team, where I led meetings and maintained constant contact.
Okay. Have you had any particular problem that you encountered at work? And if you did, how did you resolve it?
Well, while working at a business congress in university, I was responsible for securing speakers from different parts of the country. A month before the congress, two speakers canceled, their participation. So it was horrible. My immediate action was to contact agencies and connections that could help fill the gaps in the program. So I think having a good network or good networking skills helped me to solve this type of problem.
Okay. How about a time when you were working in a team where one of your team colleagues was not producing as expected? So in that kind of situation, how did you handle it?
Okay, that's a good question. Once a member of our consulting team stopped communicating with us and ceased to actively participate in activities and meetings with the company. So after discussing this situation with the team members, the another team members, we held a meeting with him to share our feelings and perspectives on these members' actions. So we offered alternative solution to improve our communication and teamwork.
Okay. And what did you enjoy the most about your last position at the job you had?
Well, I worked in a finance department of a company, and I enjoyed working with different informative information systems that supports business administration.
Okay. Are you applying to any other jobs other than this? And if you are, what other positions have you applied for?
Well, another company has offered me a position in the accounts payable area.
Okay. So far, what do you know about our business?
Well, I know that is one of the best positioned companies in technology development area, and I've heard that you have an upcoming expansion project, so that's why I believe that my experience could be highly valuable.
Okay, can you tell us a little bit about how you'll be able to add value to our organization?
Well, as I told you earlier, I have experience consulting other companies in talent management for new projects. So I believe that there are many tools and applications I use successfully that could support your new project.
Okay. How many individuals who are under 40 years old participate in online social networking communities in the United States?
As of recent data, over 90% of individuals under 40 in the United States participate in online social networking communities. This high engagement is driven by millennials and Gen Z, of course, who made up the majority of social media users.
Okay. How would you describe your ideal working environment?
Well, that's a difficult question. The ideal work environment promotes open communication, teamwork, and respect, providing support, growth opportunities, and a balance of structure and flexibility to encourage productivity and well-being.
Okay, that's great. How would your past supervisor describe you?
Well, I think as a proactive person with a lot of potential.
That's great. Very honest of you. What are some of your research interests?
I enjoy studying the human mind and motivation.
Okay. And why did you focus on this specific research area?
Well, it's because I believe that employee motivation is a primary factor in analyzing a company's human talent.
Okay, so speaking a little bit more about yourself, a bit more personally, what do you enjoy doing in your free time?
Well, I really enjoy spending time with my family, my friends, reading, and of course, exercising.
That's great. I love reading as well. What are some of the non-discipline specific books that you are currently reading?
The last book I read was How Woman Rise by Marshall Goldsmith.
That's fantastic. That's all the
Yes.
questions from me so far. Do you have any questions for me?
Yes, I want to know what do you want the person to you hire to accomplish in the first year?
Well, in the first year, we expect you to integrate smoothly, enhance data models,
Okay.
basically integrate with our team and for you to be comfortable with the rest of your teammates. That's basically what we are trying to achieve. and that you get familiarized with all the technological environment that you will be provided by the company.
Well, awesome. I have another question. How would you describe the actual work culture?
Well, I would describe it as a innovative and supportive space. We value transparency, honesty, continuous learning, and aim for the solution-focused environment where everyone feels connected, so we can broaden our goals.
Okay. And are there any anticipated major new developments or changes that will impact this position?
Well, we don't have a specific development for this year currently. However, this role will likely engage with new tools, cross-functional projects, and adapting to larger data sets as we grow.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your time. So, Ivana, I'm excited and very thrilled to excited that you are welcome to our team, and we are excited to announce that you are the participant that we wanted to include on our team. This is basically because we love that you are very confident in your social skills and your past experience being as a consultant, and I think you're gonna fit excellently with the rest of our teammates.
Well, thank you so much for this opportunity. I'm
Thank
looking
you.
forward to meet you.
Me too.